Good evening and welcome to Nonsense Talk News. I'm Pallab Ghosh with you. Over 100 hours have passed to the Kurmi agitation in West Bengal, and neither the state government nor the center is doing anything to give a relief to the passengers who are stranded. Over 350 trains stands cancelled since April 5th, when actually the agitation started. On Saturday today, over 74 mail and express trains were cancelled. Many trains were diverted. In short, the passengers are facing immense harassment because of these protesters. Well, talking of the demands, the Kurmi tribes predominantly have three demands. One, they want their tribe to be included in the scheduled tribe list. Presently, they are included in the other backward classes of OBC. Two, the Kurmis want the Sarna religion to get the recognition. And three, they want the Kurmali language, the native language, to be included in the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution. The question is, how can anybody support such an agitation where people are being harassed? Just imagine, many people may have emergency. They are going to their destination to meet some kind of emergency. It could be interview, it could be death, it could be health problems. And what about those passengers who are seriously ill and were required to reach their destination for medical help? Well, God save them. And today, during one of interview on a television, one of the Kurmi leaders said they do realize that they are creating harassment to the people. They do realize that passengers are being harassed. But they are helpless, as they said, because they are in no mood to budge. They are in no mood to roll back. And they threatened an intense agitation if government don't accept their demands. The question is, they on one hand want people's support, on the other hand they are creating harassment to the common people, to the passengers. How on earth can these passengers or those who are related to these passengers can ever support them? They should understand that they are creating nonsense in the name of their demands. They must understand that their demand may be prudent, but holding hostage of the passengers or creating a rail roko or total paralyzing the train movement is certainly not acceptable. Finally, I also don't understand how can some political parties jump just to get their political mileage out of this. Today we saw some of the political parties jumping into the agitation and supporting the Kurmi agitation. Well, these political parties will also have to suffer because they too will have to bow down to the electorates when their time for begging elections, begging votes, I beg your pardon, will come. I leave you with this thought for today. Just think it over. How can such an agitation be supported by any section of the people? Forget about the passengers. But anybody who are like-minded people in the society can support this agitation. And talking of the tribals, who we all know they are simple, they are naive, they must and should understand that playing political games or to pressurize the political party to accept their demand is a separate ball game, but to harass people, to pressurize the government, to hold hostage a common people, to pressurize their demand is certainly not done. And this will definitely have a boomerang effect on their agitation, because people are actually getting disgusted, and people who are stranded are naturally, they don't know what to do. They are totally at the mercy of court. I leave you with this thought. Think it over and give your valuable comments. This is Pallab Ghosh signing off for Nonsense Talk News.